All right, today we want to show you a glaring example of why rotational grazing is so important. Let's take a look. All right, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead, everybody. Ben and Denise here, and we are reporting to you from the pasture. We want to show you, you can actually see it right up behind us. There's a demarcation line from where we had the sheep, and because back in August, September time, if you remember our video, we were having trouble with our Premier One fencing. The feet were actually bending when we were trying to get them in the ground, and thanks to Billy, he showed us a little trick on how to fix that, and we'll put a link to that video if you're having problems with your feet, your Premier One feet anyway. But we wound up leaving the sheep in this area behind us about 6 days. We don't want to do that. We didn't want to leave them there that long. Normally we try to move them every 2 to 3 days, and you can see behind us, and if I point right up here, right over Denise's head, you see a line there? That's exactly where the fence was, and they were on this side, and they ate it down to the nub. I mean, yes. Here we are almost mid-February, and we've got some warm days. Some of the other grass is starting to recover. This stuff is just barely coming up, and it's going to take a while for it to recover. Mm-hmm. And the grass right on the other side, right where we moved them next for only 3 days, that's up tall. We could actually graze them through there again already, but we just wound up leaving them, and
we had a little baby sheep that liked to get out of the pen as well. Yeah. So we were nervous about moving it with the issue with the feed, and then the issue with the lamb getting out. Yes, he's one of the ones we processed, so we no longer have that issue. But
he was the number one born, and anytime there was a weakness, he exploited it, got out, and then we'd have to chase him around, get him back in. Well, no more chasing. We're digesting him now. No, he's in the freezer. So he is no longer a problem, and nobody else is trying to escape. But that was part of the reason. It's like, okay, well, we just put off moving them, and now we're paying the price. And I think actually, now that the sun has gone down a little bit, you can see right down here too. Let me get my fingertip. You can see that line that runs across there. Right down in there. I'm not pointing at it very well, but you can see that line. This is the area they were in for far too long, and on up around us, we're standing in that bad area.
Well, we'll put some video in too, so you can try to see it a little clearer.
Oh, what did Loki? Oh, he found his frisbee. That's been gone a while. Where'd you leave it? Where'd you leave it, Loki? Well, why don't you put it down? You're actually standing exactly where we want to show. See how muddy and short that grass is? Right by Loki's frisbee. Well, look at the line here. You can see the line right there. You can see where we've got taller grass. The sheep have been on that. Right there is where we've got the fence line, and very short, very muddy area. Thank you, Katie. But I can just walk along exactly where that fence line was so many months ago. And how on the left you've got tall grass, on the right you're still little tiny nubs. Sorry about the shadows. But you can see it's green under there. That's going to take a long time to get up to where we want to put the sheep on them again. Here's the taller stuff. Going to zoom in on the decker. Gonna zoom in on the decker and the tall grass. He's out of here.
Yeah. But this is why it's so important to rotationally graze, and we see this, as you're driving through the hollers. A lot of people have sheep and cattle here, and they don't rotationally graze, and they get it down to the nub. It gets really muddy, it becomes a mess, and then what happens is nothing can recover until spring, and then they've got all this grass for a couple of months, and then they're back down to nubs again, and they were feeding hay far sooner than we were.
Probably in November they were already feeding hay. We didn't start feeding hay until
January. It was that big snowstorm that came through mid-January. I think it was mid-January, the big snowstorm.
Yeah, we haven't had to go through that many bales of hay, so.
Yeah.
Saves money too, and it looks a lot better. And those folks have a livestock guardian dog who's normally white, but he is just a muddy mess. Poor puppy. But
well, and you know, as we've talked about before, the healthier your soil is, the more water it's going to hold on to, the better the grass is going to come back, the more nutrients that will be in the grass for your livestock. So there's multiple reasons why you should rotationally graze. We just wanted to show you a really quick video on the importance of you know, moving them and the consequences of not moving them.
yeah, well, and I hadn't thought of that before, but she's right with that. The water not able, with the ground not able to absorb the water and the plants to hold it. The folks up there with the guardian dog, they've got ruts through the middle of their pasture now. You know, the water just runs off and takes your soil away, and so anyway,
Yeah,
that's not good. Not good. So we're on the right path. I mean, we knew we didn't want to leave them that long, but we did. Now we can show you why it's so important.
Yes.
So, anyway, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in. You know, comment. We love hearing your comments. What you have, thoughts, ideas. You know,
Yeah, and sorry, bad hair day. I've been pounding in fence posts all afternoon.
80s have nothing on her. Jazzercise. That's what it was. Jazzercise.
Oh my gosh.
She's got her fence posting jazzercise going on out here with the posts. She's doing a great job. She really wants her cows, and I just have not been able to dedicate any time to that fence. So anyway, all right. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. God bless. We will see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye, y'all.